Hi, and welcome to the BookishStitcher podcast. My name is Jeanette. I'm your host. I am BookishStitcher on Ravelry and also on Instagram. And I hope you guys are having a great day. I just got back from a little adventure. One of my really good mom friends, who's actually on the Ravelry group, Abby Robinson, she just got her first tattoo. And so I went with her to the tattoo parlor and got her tattoo. And of course, the yarn store was nearby, and they were having a 50% off Labor Day sale, and so I had to stop in there, and I picked her. I didn't see anything that I was in love with, and I already have a lot of enabling already that you guys have been seeing, but I got her some tattoo yarn in this in the Malabrigo Stone Chat colorway, but I already gave that to her, so it's there. But so let's get started. Let's get started with what I finished this week. So I showed you guys last week the hand spun that I had done, and I really was just so wanting to just knit something like right away out of it. And so I was researching on Ravelry, and I found the barley hat pattern by Tin Can Knits. And from what I saw on the pattern project pages, it took hand spun really well. Like, it worked really well with that. So I made this hat for my daughter, and I posted a picture of it on Instagram. And she looks really adorable in it, and she absolutely loves it. So as soon as I did this, I promptly decided everybody in the house needs the barley hat in hand spun. So I need my wheel. It needs to be Christmas so I can get my wheel. And then today's episode should be called like surprise things. So this is a Christmas present for my husband. And this yarn, you guys, is so amazing. It's like the prettiest colorway I have ever seen, almost. At least one of the prettiest I've owned. And it's almost a little bit darker. But yeah, it's pretty true. There's like a bronze and a turquoise and different colors. And I just love this. This yarn is 2 if by hand. And this is, they're worsted in the antique ram colorway. And I would try it on, but it's just so pretty. But the good thing is, I'm giving this to my husband, so I can borrow this hat, right? Do you guys ever do that? I am planning on doing it. It's a little bit slouchy on me, but that'll work. And I'm definitely going to borrow it because it's so pretty. And this was a vacation souvenir yarn, actually, and it was years old stash, so I was glad to make something out of that. Now, to my whips. One of these should be done, but as I posted on the Ravelry group, I actually ran out of yarn. I played Yarn Chicken, but I really lost. Like, I had an inch still in the pattern left. I had what I thought was a almost full ball, just like a couple inches taken out of the skein, but it turns out it was a lot less. I should have weighed it. I have a scale for a reason, right? But this is the Baby Mine pattern by Stephanie Pearl McPhee, and the yarn is a Plymouth Baby Dream Baby DK, and I had a really hard time finding this colorway. The color is lavender, and that I had run out of, and I couldn't find it anywhere. I looked in Ravelry desashes, and there were a couple, but they had bigger quantities, and I know a lot of times people don't like to break them up, so I didn't want to mess with that. And then I searched Jimmy Bean's wool because I love them, because I feel like their yarn they know already that I plan to buy, and it gets to me like in 2 days. They're so fast. But they didn't have it in the color I needed, so I kept searching. And I finally found a place, Webs, which pretty much everybody knows Webs. They have tons of yarn. And they only had 2 skeins left, so I snatched one up. And it's almost done. This should have been done, but since I had to take a 3 or 4 day break because it just got here yesterday. I ordered it on Tuesday and the yarn got here Saturday. But the sleeves are both done. This is done, and this is on the needles. And then, so this should be a finished object next week. I'm probably going to finish that today. And then the next thing I'm working on, you guys have seen. This is my Snowbird by Heidi Kiermaier, and I finished a sleeve this week. It wasn't too hard. I don't have really long arms, and this thing is becoming kind of hard to show, but that's okay. Yeah, you can see it. It's the sleeve, the whole entire sleeve. That. And down. And there's the cuff. And this is in a Knit CD Tweed DK in the Enchanted colorway. And I hope to have another sleeve finished for next week and hopefully get onto the body too. So that's what that looks like. And then something new that I cast on this week. I wanted something really simple and mindless that I could knit on and take somewhere to the tattoo parlor, but unfortunately I didn't get to the mindless part of this sweater yet, but it's really cute and it's for my daughter. I know she'll love it. This is the Spring Garden Tee by Alana Dacos, and I've had this pattern in my Ravelry queue for forever and I really wanted to knit it, so I just was like, okay, let's do this. And I finished with, I'm almost to the sleeve, to where you separate for the sleeves, but that's the lace ruffle on the sleeves. And that's why it's not mindless yet, the lace ruffle I kind of have to pay attention to. And then it's that one. And as soon as I separate for the sleeves, I'll just go, and it should be, no, I don't know if that'll be done next week. I don't want to make any promises, but the yarn on that is Debbie, see it's backwards again, Debbie Bliss Baby Cashmerino. And it's like a brain games, right? You have to, can you read backwards? Hopefully you can, because it's not that hard of a thing to do. So those are all my whips. And then let's go on to spinning. I asked last week about which of the Knitting Color little mini bats should I spin. And then I put it on Instagram too, and I think I counted up, and the overwhelming majority said the purple. And I'm going to do the blue, of course, too, so you'll still get to see that one. But it is so sparkly, you guys. It was just like sparkle flying in the wind, and I'm liking it. I'm not as fast on this as I was on the wheel, and it's a Mindle thing to me. And I know Malia told us in her spinning class you can drop spindle as fast as you can on a wheel if you thigh roll it, but I'm not that fast yet, and so I kind of have this Mindle thing of it's going so slow, so I don't know. But I do enjoy it, and I am excited to see how it's going to turn out. And I bought on Etsy, I'll show it to you guys when it comes here, it'll be a little while, some white roll lag, so I can ply the white and the purple, and then I think I'm going to do the white with the blue as well. So that'll be coming soon. So I can have something to ply it with, so I can get, because the bats, there's 1.2 or 1.4, so there's not a lot in them, so I want something to ply it with. Alright, so let's go ahead and do the, I guess, drawing stuff. This is what we're drawing for this week. It's a print from DudaDaze, and she's on Etsy, and it says, it's a little girl putting a bluebird back into its nest. And it says, a beautiful kindness is kind of beautiful, and it's signed and has a numbered copy there on the side. And she does great work. I really love her work. And you can see it's mixed media. See, it's newspaper clippings, and it's just so cool. And she has a lot more on her Etsy site, and I highly recommend you check it out. I showed a whole bunch last week. So we're going to do a random number generator for this. And there were, I think, 4 or 5 people that wanted this. There are a lot more in it for the Miss Babs. But okay, so between number 2 and 6, glare. And then generate number 4. Oh, you know what would be helpful? Yeah, it would have been helpful, which is Jeanette, hello, have Ravelry open and know which one. Okay, so I'm going to go to our group, I know now, and oh, I wanted to also say thank you and hi to everyone who's joined recently. We've had a lot of new people join, and I'm really excited because I have something fun planned and really cute for a 100-member giveaway. I am really excited about it. And the winner number 4 is Ironical Knitter, who I got to know at SSK, and she's awesome and so sweet. I really like her. She's really cool. And so this will be coming. I will be sending it your way. And she actually mentioned in a thread that I saw right before I was starting recording about the knit-along. As soon as I upload this, I am going to go and start an FO thread. So your beautiful hat that I just saw, it's really, really pretty. And it looks really, really good on you. It can go in the FO thread, and it can go in there to win this. And I posted a picture in there, a much better one, the one that's actually from the Loopy U, so you can see the colors. This is the Rustic Barn Baby Cakes, and that's for the fall knit-along. You can win this. And I'm actually going to throw into another prize for that, just so you can have two of a pattern of your choice. So I'll draw, for the fall one, it runs September, or this weekend, I don't really care about that, throughout the end of October. And anything fall, mittens, hats, scarves, socks, or anything in fall colors, it's really anything. I want this first knit-along to be super easy, so you can double dip with anything possible. And so another prize for that will be a pattern of your choice. Now, this one has a lot of people posting in the thing saying that they would like it, and it's so beautiful, you guys. I have shown it to some friends in real life, and they're just like, oh my gosh. But so this one I will be drawing for next week, so make sure you tune in and find out if you're the lucky winner. And so that's all of the giveaway, knit away stuff. So on to enabling. I don't know if you guys know, but, well, I don't know if I've mentioned it. I have an almost 8-year-old son, and he knits, and he's actually really good at it. I think adults, a lot of times, sometimes we take something new and we get kind of afraid of it, but kids, they're just like, oh, something new, okay, whatever. They're used to it. They have new stuff with school thrown at them all the time. And so he wasn't intimidated by knitting, and so he can knit without looking. He's really, really good. And so a while ago, I think when the kit first came out, I saw the Little Skein, I think it's Little Skein in the Big Wool, had done a Wild Rumpus kit. Little Skein in the Big Wool had done a Wild Rumpus kit, and it's kind of based off the book by Maurice Sendak, Where the Wild Things Are. And my son loves that book, and we used to read it all the time and pretend to be roaring around the house and stuff. So I kept thinking about it on and off. Should I get this? Should I get this? And I finally decided to get it for him a little over a month ago, and it came yesterday in the mail because they custom make it all. And it's that little kit. And this is the bag that comes with it, and this is going to be going to my son. It's going to be a project bag for him. He has another Star Wars one, so, and I now so much want this for myself, but my husband's like, you can borrow it. But it's so well done. Look at that, and her little happiness. It's a very happy bag. This is a bag that will have adventures. And inside, she gave the buttons and all the stuff for the monster. Stitch markers, jingle, jingle, jingle. And I already ate the jelly beans. I'm a terrible mother. And then I chose to have the self-striping, and I'm going to knit this up for him because his skill level isn't quite to that. So I'm going to knit the little monster up for him, and kind of, I thought it would be a Christmas present, but his birthday's in October, so maybe it'll be a birthday present instead. I don't actually have a picture of the monster to show you guys. Let me see if I can pull one up really fast. Okay, so that is all the enabling and stuff that I have for that. So this week's book that I'm going to talk about, sorry, I should have looked this up beforehand. Ha! Okay, look, see, I'm quick. Okay, that's the monster. Is that cute? I'm going to be knitting that one. Okay, so that's that. So, sorry, that took a little while. But, okay, on to books. This week's book, I just finished it this weekend, on Friday, I think, yeah. And the glare, seriously. Yeah, okay. Who's laughing? You should be laughing right now. It's funny, right? It's called House of Bathory, and it's by Linda Lafferty. And I hesitated even to do this book on the podcast because it is a darker book. It's kind of a psychologically twisted, darker book. And so I was like, oh, should I do it? But some people were mentioning in the What Are You Reading Right Now thread on the Ravelry group about different dark books and stuff like that. So I was like, I'll just mention it. So you're forewarned. If you don't like dark books, don't read this one. But it's a dark book. And what it basically does is it takes a historical event and from way, way, way long ago, and takes a present fictional story and wraps it around and ties it to the past event. So what's the past event? Well, the past event was Countess Bathory. In the book, I listened to the audiobook. She calls it Bathory, so I don't know if that's how they say it in Hungary. A lot of the book takes place in Hungary. But so Countess Bathory was a real woman, and I was so, don't you love it when you're reading a book and you find out something new that you didn't know? It's actually cool information to tell other people. I do. But Countess Bathory was actually kind of the basis for Dracula and modern day vampires, and I had no idea. I can't believe I didn't know this. But it's interesting because Dracula was a man in the book, but Countess Bathory was female. And so she was like a huge, apparently, serial killer of the time in I think it was the 16th century. I believe so. Maybe late 15th. I think it was 16th though, early 16th. I didn't look that up. But so she believed that bathing, this is so gross, guys, I'm really sorry. If you get squeamish, please just stop the podcast. She believed that by bathing, like vampires, drink blood. She believed that by bathing in the blood of people, she could keep herself looking young. And so they found out that she was doing all these horrible things, and all her handmaids and all these people had died, and she, got imprisoned and locked away in a tiny room for the rest of her, to live out the remainder of her days. And that's the true story part. But the book has like a modern day twist on it, to where there's people who the lineage of the family of the Bathory has supposedly gone down, and there are people now that are alive that are trying to bring back her fame. And it's this whole twisted story of people having dreams, and people flying to around a different country, and people being kidnapped, and there's a whole bunch, and I don't want to give any of it away. But I got it on Audible on sale, so I don't know that it's necessarily one of those that I would have paid full price for. I'm not going to be like, this book is great, go out and buy it. But if you find it on sale somewhere and you like dark books and you just want something kind of, it's an okay book, then this would be an okay book for you. So it's a ringing endorsement. This is an okay book. But I enjoyed it, and it was a really good price that I got it for, so you can't complain. But so that's all I have for this week. I'm going to go right now, as this is uploading, and open up a finished objects thread. And I just wanted to say thank you to everybody that's joined the group. And you guys are just so awesome, and you make me smile all the time. And I look forward to getting even more awesome people in there. And so like I was saying, there's going to be a 100-member prize giveaway in a couple weeks. And I'm really excited about that. And if you haven't entered for the Miss Babs, go and do that this week, because this is the last week, because I'm going to be drawing for that next week. Okay, so I hope everyone has an awesome week doing all the things that you love. Okay, bye guys.